The name Grand Design could pretty well describe the business model that Don Clark, Ron Fennick, and Bill Fennick came up with when they envisioned their new company. So how does a company that's barely a year and a half old go from 0 to 500 employees, an award-winning product line, and a line of dealers clamoring for their products in such short time? Well, you could say it's supercharged, and that's exactly how you would describe the energy level and enthusiasm of everyone in the company, especially its 3 co-owners. Oh, just in case you've been hibernating for the past 2 years, Grand Design builds award-winning fifth-wheel trailers like their Solitude, Reflection, and Momentum toy haulers. And we'll check them out later, but first, let's find out how this all came about. So why would 3 veteran high-level RV executives decide they could build a company and product line that could challenge what was already out there?
You know, I think we all had maybe a little bit different reasons, but I think the one thing that we can all agree on is as companies get bigger, we left great companies, great people, you know, many of those are still close friends. Just as companies get bigger, you lose connectivity with our ultimate customer. And I think that was one of my biggest reasons is I missed that entrepreneurial spirit. I missed that connectivity, not just with our customers, but also our dealers and our suppliers and ultimately our people here in the shops. That was really a big reason for me.
You know, it probably started more with, man, is this still fun? You know, this isn't like it was. We've gotten so big. It just, as Don said, you lose that connection. So emotionally, you're not as tied to it with the personalities in the plant, with the personalities with your customers. So the first thing was just kind of making a decision. Damn, maybe it's just time to leave. And then you start thinking about what's next, and that's when the juices started flowing, and we knew, oh man, look what we could create. It's kind of like, you know, if you have a house and you've lived in a house for a while and you know what you like, you know what you dislike, you can remodel it. Or if you could just start from scratch, what might you be able to build? And we've been doing this, you know, all of us, probably 25 or 30 years each in this industry, and we all had thoughts about, and, you know, we were very involved, obviously, in building Keystone, and real proud of all that was accomplished by our whole group. But the market has changed, our customers have changed, the whole internet has changed the dynamic of how people buy, and we started talking about, man, what might this be? How could, just unrelenting drive to being phenomenal at every step that we do. Most importantly, I think it's just our relationships with the dealers and employees probably would stand out most about what we wanted to kind of drive this thing around. And if we did that, we knew we could create great stuff for our customers.
And really what you said, the industry has changed, the whole platform. And what's a great platform 10, 15 years ago, you can't use that same footprint. You can't use that same platform. Business, as Ron mentioned, has changed. And this gave us a clean slate where we could sit down and really in the early stages, it was fun. Just sitting down with a bowl of chili and talking about, hey, what's possible? What can we do?
Really, the word comes up, how can we build a great company? It's not about profits, although they're necessary. It's not about market share, although that's a report card. If we build a great company, the rest will come. And when we talk about building it, it's not about just building the product, it's everything around it. What we're doing with quality, what we're doing with the customers, it's phenomenal. And the other companies out there, some of the big ones, it's just a different beast. Back to your question, you know, why? Ron is right, it wasn't, hey, we have a better idea, let's go start a company. It's like, what do we want out of our careers? What do we want, you know, for ourselves, for where we want to take our career? And then, then it was like the juices started flowing. I will say this, you know, we're Main Street, we're not Wall Street. And at the end of the day, we don't have a board of directors we have to report to. We don't have quarterly performance reports we have to live up to. We don't have to worry about our market share, our stock price, our share price. End of the day, we're trying to build a great company, and it's so fulfilling and humbling, you know, the early success we've had and the responses we're getting from our customers and our dealers. It's a ball. It's just it's spectacular. It's so fun.
Yeah.
None of us, we've said it enough to I can speak for us three. None of us have looked back and said, why do we do this? It's awesome. It's just fun again.
Probably one of the biggest differences that we've seen is that we're, we talk to customers on the phone a lot more with our dealers, and every move you make just matters. You hire a new employee, and it's not one of many thousands, it's one of a few, and it's such an important step when you hire that person who's going to kind of fill a real strategic role in the company. And then you go out in the plants, and the people love seeing us out there. I mean, if there's things going on, you can just get you get a pulse. There's a magic that happens, I think, when an owner of a company, and the three of us are all co-owners, and we're out in the plant every day, and you're out there with the employees. You'd be surprised the little things you can just kind of steer and make them a little bit better, and you see something that's not right, and it starts to build a culture that is pretty powerful. And I think that's part of why so quickly the company has created the quality in the products that we've already got. We're hearing constantly from the blogs. I want to say Don, who's our president, has done a phenomenal job, and Don runs the day-to-day of our business, and it's honestly, it's so fun watching all this kind of unfold before our eyes, and a lot of it has to do with what's going on in those plants and how quickly they have gotten their arms around these products and the level of quality and the efficiencies that we have. None of us have ever seen in all the years that we've been doing this. It's really something special.
Coming up after the break, we'll check out Grand Design Solitude. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The Solitude was Grand Design's first production model. It's available in 4 floor plans in lengths from 35 feet to 42 feet. All floor plans are wide body with a width of 101 inches. And if you're wondering about headroom, don't. Why, even the slide out is 6 foot 8 inches tall. The living room features dual recliner theater seats, and depending on the floor plan, 1 or 2 sofas, a fireplace, and entertainment center. The kitchen has solid surface countertops, an oversized kitchen island, and built-in curio cabinet. And in the dining area, what can you say? Nothing beats a nice dining room table setup. The bedroom, depending on the model, comes with queen or king-size bed, and behind those mirrored doors is a huge closet. And the bathroom comes with solid surface countertops, stylish bowl sink, and plenty of storage and a nice roomy shower. It's easy to see why the company's first model was a hit right from the start. Great looks and loads of luxurious amenities are nice, but one thing that sets Grand Design apart and garnered the respect of dealers and RVers was the quality and craftsmanship that goes into each unit. And that is a direct reflection on the company's skilled, dedicated employees. And there's a story to that, as Ron explains.
We got lucky in some ways. I mean, I know that you make your own luck, but we really, because we are from this area and we know a lot of people from our plants to the places we've worked. A lot of the folks, we didn't even realize they knew us, but just because we're out in the plants over the years. A couple group leaders showed up that we had done business with, and they're from the Amish community. And the Amish community is very excellent workers, obviously, that they have a strong reputation for their workmanship, and it's really true in many, many ways. Right out of the gate, we were connected intimately with our employees, and we feel such a sense of responsibility to the people that work for us. I mean, this is, Bill said, he kind of touched on, the profits are important. We want to be profitable, and we will, that will come. We just want to be right, though. I mean, we just want this to be the right kind of organization. And when you go out and you talk to the people on the line, what makes us most proud is when they talk about wanting to be here and how this is different than any place they've ever worked, and how, boy, it just doesn't feel like I'm in a factory. And it's just, these people bet on us early on when they came to us, and I think they feel good about being here, and that's really, it's just nice. It's very nice.
Starting a company with a clean slate and creating a product line RVers will want involves knowing the business and a lot of technical research, along with a novel grassroots approach, as Don explains.
It sounds crazy.
Oh, yeah.
We actually went to campgrounds. We knocked on early before the company got going, just to get back in tune with what customers wants and needs. And the funniest experience to me was in a campground just down the road. The three of us go out and knock on this guy's camper. It was a fifth wheel, Brand X, and he opened the door a little bit. And if you haven't noticed on camera, one of us looked like the all-American boy, the other looked like Mafia. So the door didn't open up all the way, and kind of, but after we explained who we were and what we were trying to do, man, it was incredible, how welcome we were and how just free-flowing the conversation on, hey, what do you like about your coach? Well, I like this, but if it had this, and if it had this, and really I don't need this, and we really enjoyed that.
Next, we'll check out the company's reflection line of fifth wheels. But first, a word from our sponsors. Grand Design's reflection line of fifth wheels also has 4 floor plans, ranging in lengths from 32 to 38 feet, and comes with a gel-coated tan fiberglass exterior. On the interior, like the Solitude, you'll find a spacious kitchen with a center island counter and a large pantry. In the living area, you'll find the twin theater reclining seats, a large hide-a-bed sofa, along with a fireplace and entertainment center. In the master suite is a queen-size bed with plenty underbed storage, along with that huge closet. In the bathroom, what catches your eye is that roomy Neo Radius shower. There's a large countertop with acrylic sink with plenty of storage under the sink and alongside the shower. Like all Grand Design models, you're surrounded by quality, luxury, and comfort. If you haven't noticed, toy haulers are gaining more and more popularity, and the company's Momentum line fills that luxury fifth wheel need in grand fashion.
The next brand that we came out with is called Momentum. That's a higher end luxury toy hauler fifth wheel. The toy hauler fifth wheel market, especially that luxury toy hauler fifth wheel market, has really caught on. Years ago, it used to be just this little niche, but now even people without the toys, without the motorcycles, without the quads, people that just want versatility of space, they're gravitating toward that product line. And that line has 2 floor plans.
As Don stated, the Momentum comes in 2 models. The 355TH is 39 foot and the 385TH is almost 43 foot long. Both models just exude luxury with a residential style living area, master suites, and large bathrooms. But, as Don mentioned, what makes toy haulers more popular is the flexibility of using the garage section for your toys or as a very comfortable extra room with optional fold-down bench seats. Add to that option of making the loading ramp a good-sized patio, and you can see why you don't need toys to really enjoy the Momentum. We were wondering, with the company on such a roll, are they already working on plans for the future?
We're going to continue with our game plan. We're going to major only in the majors. We're not going to stray to that 2% of the market or 1% of the market. So we'll stay true to that. But there are some major segments in the marketplace that our dealers as well as our retail customers are asking for. One segment that we'll get into is the lighter weight fifth wheel segment. That segment is huge. People are rediscovering the RV lifestyle, and some people just don't have these big dualies and 1-ton pickup trucks. So we're coming out with a half-ton fifth wheel that is going to be marketed under the Reflection name. It's going to be a Reflection product, so it's going to be an extenuation of that brand. And then down the road, but not too distant down the road, Grand Design will be coming out with its first travel trailer. So we'll be entering the travel trailer segment.
We would like to thank Dawn, Bill, and Ron for their time in putting this story together. And if you'd like more information on Grand Design RV, visit their website at granddesignrv.com.